Hi everybody, good morning again. How you doing? GS1. Hope you guys are good. How is your holiday? Hope you are helping your parents at home. Hope things are going fine. Hope this lockdown is treating you well and your family. I hope you've been helping your parents at home as much as you can. It's important. And as such, I would like to ask, I hope you people have been reading as well, because it's also a way to help your parents. I hope you've been reading. This holiday that you've been in right now has been very long. I hope people have not forgotten the things they've taught you, Sha. But then, more importantly, it's important that you people study well. My name is Uncle James. I'm welcoming you guys to today's maths class. I'm going to be teaching you maths for this lockdown period. So I'd like you guys to be prepared. Get your notebooks, get your pen, and write the notes that I'll be sharing with you in this video. So all of you, get yourself prepared. I believe that you know that this is a class, right? So let your notebooks be with you, let your pen be with you, because everything that you'll be taught, you need to write them down. Everything you'll be seeing, you need to write them down, because by the time everybody resumes again, those notes would be important. We need to see those notes, because they are going to be part of your CA. So it will be good that you write them down, as well as the classworks and assignments that will be given to you. You see now, so it will be nice that you prepare your minds well. Okay, good. First of all, I would like to say thank you. I'd like all of us to say thank you to the proprietor and proprietress, and to our teachers as well, for working together to making sure that these online classes are possible. You see, we thank God for the proprietor and the proprietress. They have provided the resources needed to have these classes. You see, so we thank them. So we say thank you to them, and we say thank you to our teachers as well, to the teachers who have been teaching you as well. Okay, so let's move on to classes. So today in your mathematics, I'm going to be teaching you geometry. You can see it here as indicated. Geometry is a very important part of mathematics for you people. You see, so I like to teach people in this geometry. So our contents, there are 4 things that we want to look at majorly in this particular segment of this topic. And we're going to be looking at the 4 types. We are going to be looking at geometry under plane shapes. More importantly, it's plane shapes. And then in plane shapes, we have 4 types that we'll be looking into. We'll be looking into triangles, we'll be looking into quadrilaterals, we'll be looking into polygons, and we'll also be looking into circles. Is that okay? Good. And those are the 4 things we'll be looking into for these classes, right? So moving on, we have an introduction to geometry. Okay, so what is it that we are doing under this geometry in plane shapes? You see now. Okay, look at this. Look at what it says now. Plane shapes are 2-dimensional shapes bounded by lines known as sides. A plane shape is a 2-dimensional shape, 2D, or in short form, you can call it 2D. 2-dimensional shapes bounded, they are joined together by lines it's a two-dimensional shape that you use lines to join, not just one line. You use more than one line to join. You use two lines to join what to when you join them lines together, you form a plane shape which is two-dimensional. Now, and these lines are called the sides of the plane shape because they are just sides. That's why they are called plane shapes, and they are two-dimensional. Now, any shape that you draw, you just draw this shape like this, or like this, or whatever the shape is that you just draw plainly. That shape, that kind of a shape is called a two-dimensional shape. Like, and as you can see here, 2D. You can see it, right? As you can see it here, 2D. You see that now as a short form. So when we say that a particular shape is two-dimensional, when we say something is a two-dimensional shape, it means it means you can measure it along x and y axis. That is, it has a length and breadth, or it has width. It has how it can be measured by how long it is. It can be measured by how wide it is as well. Do you see now? Measured by how wide it is. Can be measured by how can be measured by how long it is, and can be measured by how wide it is. Do you see now? That is now what we have here is a complete representation of x and y axis, like this, and then like this. Do you see now? This is going to be your x-axis, is going to be your y-axis. That is how long the shape is, or how wide the shape is. Do you see that now? So that's the length, and then the breadth or width, as the case may be. Do you see now? So that's just basically the thing about plane shapes. So let's look at types of plane shapes. Now there are 4 types of plane shapes, like I said from the beginning. There are 4 of them. We are looking at triangles, we are looking at quadrilaterals, we are looking at polygons, and then we are looking at circles. But for today, we'll be talking about triangles, we'll be talking about quadrilaterals as well, and then I'll just do a little bit of touch on your polygons for you, so that you'd have an introduction before we then move into circles. All right, okay. And I need you to note that triangles and quadrilaterals are also examples of polygons. Do you see now? That is, you see, triangles and these quadrilaterals, they are also examples of polygons. So you can also classify them under polygons. Polygon. Do you see that now? Good. So regardless of that, no matter however, we just need to know that because triangles and quadrilaterals, they have their own special properties. They have their own properties and how they are formed. That is why they are usually dealt with separately, aside from the general polygons. Do you see now? The way we look at their triangles and quadrilaterals, there are actually various types of them. Do you see? So that is why we don't usually just join them together with polygons generally, because triangles have different types, quadrilaterals also have different types. Do you understand now? So that is why it's important. Please, if you have not started writing, you need to rewind this video and start writing from the beginning, because it's important. Write these notes that you are seeing. You need to write them so that you will not miss out. Is that clear now? Good. So moving on, triangles. The first one, triangles. So what is a triangle? A triangle means 3 angles. Tri, that is tri. Do you see that now? Tri. Yeah, sorry. You see that? tri, then angle. Do you see that now? Tri and then angle. That is triangle. That's three angles. That's what it means. And then a triangle also has three sides, as you can see in this diagram down here. This is a type of triangle. It has three sides. Can you see how many sides? This side, three side, this side, and this side. Do you see that now? This side also. Yeah, those are the three sides. And then it has three angles. This angle, and this angle. Do you see that now? Good. So a triangle has it means, so when you're asked what is a triangle, you say a triangle means three angles, and then you tell me a triangle has three angles and three sides. Do you see that now? Good. So types of triangles now. There are various types of triangles. We'll be looking at three common types. The first one, we'll be looking at scaling triangle. Now, the scaling triangle has no sides and no angles equal. That is, all the sides of the scaling triangle, they are not equal. They are different from each other. That is why on one side you see single stroke, on another side you see double stroke, and on another side you see three strokes. Can you see that now? So that's to indicate to you that none of the sides are equal, and since none of the sides are equal, definitely none of the angles will be what? Equal. None of the angles are equal. Now it has three sides different. It has different three sides of different lengths and three angles of different magnitudes or degrees, as the case may be. If this place is 80 degrees, this place might be 40 degrees, this place might just be 60 degrees. Do you see now? So that's just basically it. There is no side that is equal or that is the same, right? So that's just basically all about the scaling triangle. Moving on, we have isosceles triangle also. Isosceles triangle, it has two adjacent sides equal and two angles equal. Two adjacent sides. If you look at this side, sorry, this one is supposed to be a double line. No, this one and this one. Now you see those two, this one and this one. You see those two that I added one more strokes to them. Those are the sides that are only equal, and therefore they are adjacent angles. The angles which they are adjacent to, that is this angle and this angle, are equal. Do you see now? That is how an isosceles triangle is. Only two sides, this side and this side, are equal, and this angle and this angle are equal. This side is different from the remaining side, and this angle is different from the remaining angles. Do you understand now? So that is how an isosceles triangle is drawn. So we have something like this. So this is how you should draw your isosceles triangle. Double strokes up there and single stroke down here. Good. Now the equilateral triangle. The equilateral triangle is a triangle that has all the sides are equal, all the angles are equal, everything is equal, everything is the same. Both the sides and the angles are all the same. There is nothing different, and each angle, all these angles here, these three angles, they are all individually 60 degrees. All of them. This one is 60 degrees, this one is 60 degrees, this one is 60 degrees, this one is 60 degrees. You see now? So that's just it. All the sides are equal, all the angles are equal. So moving on to quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals. Do you see now? What is a quadrilateral? It is a four-sided plane shape with four angles. It's as simple as that. Quadrilateral, that's quad. Quad means four. Quad means four. So a quadrilateral is a four-sided plane shape, and it also has four angles. Can you see them? Four angles. It has four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has four angles also. You see them? 2, 3, 4. You see that now? Now, what are the properties of a quadrilateral? A quadrilateral has all its sides equal. So if I ask you a question like, okay, mention the properties of a quadrilateral or mention the properties of quadrilaterals for me. You tell me, number one, they have all sides equal. It has all sides equal. Each angle is equal to 90. The opposite sides are parallel. Now, not all quadrilaterals actually carry this particular property, except this one that we are looking at here. This is a square. Do you see now? Also, a rectangle carries the same. So this is the same property. This is a square. Right? This is a square. So these are the properties of a square. Do you see that now? Moving on, we have rectangle also. A rectangle is a quadrilateral that has opposite sides equal and each angle is equal to what? 90. But not all the sides are equal. You see, this side and this side are equal. They are opposite sides and they are equal, like you see here. And then this side and this side are opposite sides and they are what? Equal. Do you see that now? And then all the angles are 90 degrees. Do you see that now? Good. So now, a parallelogram is the next one. Parallelogram. This is a parallelogram here. Now, it has two opposite sides parallel and equal in length. That is, take a look at this now. This side and this side, they are parallel and equal in length. You see now, they are parallel and they are equal in length, and they are opposite sides. Do you see that now? The same thing, they are opposite, they are equal, and they are parallel. They are opposite, they are parallel, and they are equal. Do you see that now? The same thing, this side and this side are also opposite, they are parallel, and they are equal. You see that? That's the parallelogram for you. That's why you see parallelogram. Do you see that now? So they are the opposite sides are parallel and they are equal. The opposite sides are parallel and they are equal. Do you see that now? Same thing. So another one is a rhombus. A rhombus is drawn like a diamond. Can you see it? It's like diamond. Do you see that now? But a diamond is not a plane shape. So this is a rhombus, looks like a diamond. Now, what are the properties of a rhombus? It has all the four sides equal. So this side, this side, this side, and this side are equal. You see that now? They are all what? Equal. Now, the opposite sides are parallel. You see, this side and this side are opposite sides. They are parallel. And then they are the opposite angles. Opposite angles are equal. This angle and this angle are equal. This angle and this angle are equal. Do you see that now? It's as simple as that. Okay? So now, a trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral with one pair of opposite sides parallel. What does this mean? It means that it's only two of its sides that are opposite, that two of its opposite sides is only one of its opposite sides that are parallel to each other and are parallel to each other basically. So then what are the two sides that are parallel to each other? This side and this side. They are the only two sides that are opposites and parallel to each other. These two opposite sides, they are not parallel to each other, but they are equal in length. But this one and this one, they are not equal in length, because this one is longer than this one. Do you see it now? So I want you to notice something. Notice that when two non-parallel sides are equal in length, that is like this side and this side, they are not parallel sides, but they are equal in length, it is called an isosceles trapezium. So this trapezium you see here, this trapezium, this actual trapezium here is a what? Is an isosceles trapezium. I need you to underline this isosceles trapezium inside your notebook. Underline it. Underline isosceles trapezium. Sorry. Yeah. This is the trapezium. This is an isosceles trapezium. Two sides are they are not parallel and they are equal in length. That's why it is an isosceles trapezium. Moving on. And the last one in the quadrilateral is what we know as kite. Now, a kite is a quadrilateral that has two pairs of adjacent sides equal in length and one pair of opposite angles equal. Now, the shape is not here. I don't know why. Let me draw it, and so you draw it too. It's something like this. Oh, straight line, short, two short straight lines, and then two long straight lines. Let me take it again. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let's just take it like that. Now, it has two pairs of adjacent sides equal. That is, this side and this side are equal only. This side and this side are equal only. They are adjacent sides and they are equal. Do you see that now? This side and this side are equal. So in your notes, this is how I want you to do it. When you draw this kite, make sure you underline adjacent sides and equal. Then you do single strokes, and then you do double strokes here to indicate that the sides with double strokes are the ones that are equal, the sides with single strokes are the ones that are equal in length. And then it said one pair of opposite angles equal, and that's this angle and this angle. Those are the only opposite angles that are equal. This angle here is not the same as this angle here. You see now? So this is how a kite looks like. Moving on. Now, I said I was going to introduce you to polygons briefly. So now, what is a polygon? A polygon is any closed shape that has three or more straight sides. So you cannot start from two sides and say it's a polygon. There is no plane shape with two sides. It's not possible. All plane shapes start from three, and that's triangle. Do you see now? So now, this means that rectangles and squares and triangles are all examples of what? Polygons. Do you see that now? So that is important to take note of. Now you see the table below shows special polygons and their sides, the number of sides that they have. Now look at this now. A triangle has how many sides? 3 sides. I need you to draw this table and indicate all those number of sides. Now a quadrilateral, Quad means 4. That's 4 sides. Pentagon, sorry, pentagon has how many? Oh, okay, let me draw a line through. A triangle has 3 sides. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. Pentagon has 5 sides. Hexagon has 6 sides. Heptagon has 7 sides. Octagon has 8 sides. Nonagon has 9 sides. Decagon has 10 sides. Duodecagon has 12 sides. Do you see that now? Those are um the the number of sides that each name carries. Do you see now? Monodecagon for 11 sides. Sorry, I didn't include that. 11 sides. All right. So thank you very much. Welcome back to school once again. It is nice to teach you guys. I hope you learned something. If you have questions, make sure you send it to the WhatsApp page so that it can be answered, and then so that your teachers can always have ways to explain things to you all the time. Is that okay? Good. Nice to have you guys. Thank you for watching and learning. See you next time.